It is Hawthorn up against the Blues. I was going to say who is this more important for, but it's obviously Carlton, right?
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
A dub for the Blues, I reckon. They absolutely choked on last week.
You actually think Carlton will win tonight?
Yeah, I've tipped them. It's not like I put the house on it. It's going to happen. Like, clearly Hawthorn look like the better team, but I don't know.
Footy narratives and that.
Yeah, I just think Carlton are a real emotional football club. Voss is a
That's
super
true.
emotional coach. And like, I don't know. I think the more emotion in it, the better they'll look. But I mean, it could be a 10-1 first quarter and I look like an idiot.
How do you think that plays out as far as from a Blues perspective? Do you think they're just going to come in with just like a massive amount of physicality, just pressure, and kind of put the Hawks off their game?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the wetter it's going to get, you got Cripper in the middle. I don't know, just winning like inside footy. It clearly, like Hawthorn look pretty good at the moment. So it's a bit of a road call, but I don't know. It's a bit of a feel. Like it's not, Carlton do this better than Hawthorn. Like there's none of that, but
That's the game.
That is the game. 20-point win to the Hawks. It, like on some level, with everything that happened, like the build up to this game and then how well Carlton played, that feels like a bit of a letdown to me.
yeah.
What, that result feels like a letdown for Carlton?
I don't know. I mean,
us as a
definitely
fan,
for
is that what you
Carlton.
mean?
Yeah, like I don't know. It was kind of. I remember at the start of the game, I was like, this game's either going to go like Carlton. There's a small percentage chance that Carlton are going to win the game or Hawthorn are going to smack them. And it's kind of fallen right in between that. Like Hawthorn have won by 20 points. Just
I think it's just showing the fitness levels of Hawthorn and Carlton. We was talking earlier loosely about how Carlton's program has been more strength and power. Didn't have the endurance today. They forgot about that.
No, they did. I mean, Hawthorn are still a very quick team though, aren't they?
Yeah, I just think it's pretty cool that they just do what they need to do to beat. That's what the best teams in history do, I feel. Like you beat what's out in front of you. Like you don't,
Yeah.
I don't know, you don't go, we're going to smash these guys by 100 points. It's like, no, just play each ball on its merits. And
Yeah, they're a team so much at the peak of their powers.
Yeah.
They're just operating on different levels to a team like Carlton at this stage. I don't think, as much as Carlton really were putting in that effort in the middle quarters, in a way, it was like, you know when like two brothers have a fight and one brother, like the big brother's just
Sort
like,
of laughing
and they're just like
and- yeah.
swinging and they're just holding them there. It's kind of like that.
yeah.
Where to for Carlton though from here?
Well, I think that's definitely an improvement from last week, effort-wise. But I don't know. They're just, I think I got it all wrong picking them at first. Like they don't have, it doesn't seem like a team that has an identity. Like,
I think you made some good points though off the top when you talked about the emotional element to the way that they play football, and I think that was you could see that, right, Drew?
yeah.
Yep. I was just thinking about people that have like picked Carlton to win the flag this year and thinking, how silly.
Yeah.
Mate,
you,
look, maybe
you
I'm wrong.
didn't pick them to win the flag, Cookson, but you did.
Yeah.
No, but I know people
I did
that...
pick him to finish first.
I know people
Go
that
out in
did.
straight sets though.
Yeah.
But I saw a start last year and I remember seeing it and it giving me confidence because Freo were 3-0 and it was like 87.5% of teams that start 3-0 make finals and Freo were in that 12.5%. But the people that said the Hawks weren't going to contend this year, they're 3-0. They've beaten
Okay.
Sydney away, Carlton, who people for some reason thought were a top four side when they're clearly not. It's fair to say that Carlton aren't a top four side now, I think. Like, there's just too many holes in their game. Like,
Yeah, they're not. I mean, like, is there a chance they make finals, go on a bit of a run? Yeah, for sure.
it
But
hasn't been a cohesive team effort at all today.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not. They don't have, and through this period of like, I wouldn't call it success, but through this period where they've been a better team, I don't think they've ever been a team that people have been scared to play. Teams have been scared to play.
Yeah. What's wrong with them? Like, honestly, like I know it's a...
What's wrong with Carlton?
I just
Yeah.
think it's all the same.
They're so contest dominant. They're so like...
Yep.
The only way they know how to move the ball is to like bash and crash and like... They don't just have any silky outside transitions.
So they need like a Hayden Young, a Brian Myers, a Zach Merritt, someone who can hit a target inside 50. Is that what they need the most?
I think all of their midfielders are handball dominant.
You know who they need is Nick Newman. Like, he's
He's a massive out. That was one of the reasons that I had them dropping out of the 8 because I just don't see where they get the ball movement from the back half, which you need. Like, And just that's, I don't know, it's just like that midfield. It's like every player that they seem to get into that midfield is just, it's not fixing any of the problems that they have. Like they're going to win stoppage, but I think it's totally like full club with them. It's like conservative decisions. Like Michael Voss is a bit conservative.
CEO sending nudes, wasn't that?
Not as conservative.
Probably
probably get a bit of conservative. What's the word I'm looking for there, Andrew?
I've got nothing for you.
Conservatism.
Probably intercept defender short as well. Like they've got Wiedering who's at lockdown, but they probably need some more rebounding halfback. Some Kane Farrells.
Kane Farrell would be actually a nice pickup for them, but like
it's that quick transition they lack. Like they've scored less than 60 points tonight. That's not going to win you games in football.
Tell me in the Carlton team who's a good kick.
Yeah,
you can't think of anyone.
Yeah, like a good kick,
like a really good
Charlie
kick.
Kerno.
At
yeah,
goal.
but
it's at the wrong.
He's
spot.
almost too close to goal, right?
Yeah, true.
Like who's finding targets? Around the 50 arc.
Doherty, but I don't know. They don't even want him in that position anymore. I'm with you. Like, what's Doherty's value at half forward if you don't have Doherty in the half back to be able to get it to Doherty at half
actually
forward?
be able to move the ball from one end to the other, and you like put that up against the Hawks. I mean, they've got so many good kickers in their team. Like
that is true. Who can kick the footy?
They just play that territory game. Like they just kick the ball inside 50. They know they've got Mackay and Kerr now, so they're going to compete. They're either going to take a contested mark, but more often they're just going to be able to bring the ball to ground.
Yeah.
And then I suppose they want the smalls to engage at that point, but they don't really have clinical small forwards. So they're just another one of those teams that gets 60 inside 50s a game and does nothing with it.
Is Jagger Smith like a really good kick of the footy?
No.
Really? What's his go? Just like really fit,
just accumulates the ball.
So did you...
His one wood is... stoppage, like loose balls at stoppage.
So they've just drafted another
stoppage player. It's exactly what I said leading up to the draft. There's no way Carlton will draft Jagger Smith. Like Jagger Smith, West Coast needed.
Should have they? I mean, obviously they didn't have the pick for it, but would have like a Finn O'Sullivan been ideal for them?
Yes, that's who I said they should have drafted.
But he didn't slide to that pick, did he?
Yeah,
he actually didn't. Yeah, to be fair, North took him. What do you think about? I guess like the coaching legacy of Michael Voss. What he's done at Carlton so far, and is it problematic for them going forward with wanting to achieve the ultimate?
Yeah, I think he's not. I don't know. His one wood is like man motivator, as I said before, like emotional coach, which is like, I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Run through wall
but
type.
it sums them up. Like they're such an up and down club. Like they look amazing. They're going to win the flag when they win 6 in a row because they're like riding on that roller coaster. But
they're
then
almost a mirror image of their supporter base.
Exactly.
Aren't they?
Exactly. And like, I don't know, I feel like you want a Sam Mitchell or a Chris Scott or someone who's like super calculated at the top. And it's like Hawthorn even showed in the last 2 weeks, Essendon had a little run on against them. And then they kicked 2 goals really quick. It's like, and then same with the Sydney game. Like Sydney are coming back into it, and then I don't know. It's like your head coach is not only like a representative of themselves. It's like your football club. Like if it's a calm Sam Mitchell who's like a genius, like you can just listen to him talk, and it's like he knows exactly what he wants.
As soon as Sam Mitchell came into the game and started coaching, all these new terms sprung up.
Exactly, yeah.
It was a little bit like Damien Hardwick in the era of Richmond, right? Like you started to hear all these new things about footy that you'd never heard before. And I think Sam Mitchell, listening to him talk, even his input, I mean, I'm going off tangent here because I'm talking about Sam Mitchell now, but his input with like how he's kind of changed recruiting as well. Like, I don't know if you guys have listened to it, but I find it really interesting hearing Sam Mitchell talk about recruiting and the idea of getting in, not necessarily the attributable parts of a player, but getting in their sort of mentality around being self-motivated with how the game is. Like we're always having this conversation about you can't train with your players as much as you'd like to. So he gets guys in that he knows are going to be able to take a program home. They're going to be motivated to get better. They're going to understand instructions. And
it seems like just non-negotiables. Like he sets, this is what you have to do if you want to get a game. If we're going to be a good team, this is what we have to do. And it's like he paints it black and white for his players. Whereas like someone like Vossi, it just feels like, come on, boys. Like
contested ball.
Yeah, and I don't want to do him that much of a disservice. And like he's obviously had a super career, and he obviously knows what he's talking about. And there's a place for him in some coaching rank or something. But I don't know. As your head coach, do you want someone who's just like riding the roller coaster, as we said, with their fans? Like you want, what you're talking about with Sam Mitchell, where it's like we get these guys in because they're going to be able to meet the task that I need from them.